Morning guys, so back here again. So I'm going to have a play with these back brakes, see if I can get them set up. I still don't have any Woodruff keys, but I'll just set it up and get it all fitting and just make sure that's how it's going to work. I'll just try and line all the bits up if I can. Yeah, I was having a look around Dad's stuff. I actually rang him last night and he said he's only got some little tiny ones left. Yeah, because unfortunately when he worked for the truck museum, a lot of stuff that he had that were all his tools there, they bought a lot of stuff off him before when he left. So yeah, there was lots of those sorts of things that he ended up staying with the parts, and all the bits and pieces, and some of the tools and bits and pieces they bought off him when he left the truck museum for all the restoration size type stuff that he had actually collected up over the years. So he actually lost quite a bit of stuff when he retired. Not gained it monetary wise, but lost like a lot of the inventory he'd actually collected over the years, and then took to there to do that sort of stuff. Yeah, so what I thought he had, some stuff he doesn't have still. It's just like, you sort of think, oh, he used to have that, but he doesn't have it anymore. So you'll have to get some keys. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to jack the back end up, put some axle stands underneath it. That's one thing. I got a comment last night, and I don't quite understand why the guy said it. I've been lying underneath this thing quite a few times. Now, it's got a lot of ground clearance. It's not as though it's 6 inches off the ground or 7 inches off the ground like a modern car. It's on 21-inch wooden wheels. The wheels themselves are probably, or the tyres are probably, I don't know, 4.5, 5 inches tall. So unless one happened to go flat, I still think I'd be pretty unlucky to get squashed underneath there. Like, unless the wheels fell off it, I think I'm pretty safe. I'm just crawling around underneath, just puddling around doing bits and pieces underneath. But if I pick it up and pull wheels off, yeah, I'm going to frickin' put axle stands underneath it. So before you say dumb stuff and you look like an idiot, think about it. Like, you can see the ground clearance underneath there. Like, it's not just a couple of inches. It's like frickin' near 2 feet. Well, it's probably got a good 15, 18 inches plus. At the lowest point, with that, like the chassis is probably friggin' 2.5 feet off the ground. So like it would have to bloody near break a wheel off to even get close to squashing me. There's quite a lot of room underneath there, but it's awkward because it would be nice for it to be higher, because there's still not a lot of room to manoeuvre if you want to try and roll over or do something, but there's plenty of room. So yeah, if it's got its wheels on, it ain't going anywhere. And it's not as though the concrete's unlevel or anything. Like, it hasn't rolled anywhere in the several weeks I've been using it while working on it, unless I happen to push it forward or back a little bit. But anyway, I'll pull the back wheels off today. I'll put some axle stands underneath it. There's some here. So yeah, just if you're going to make comments, make sure it's justified, not just thinking, oh geez, why is he doing underneath that car? It's got no axle stands underneath. It's because it's on the frickin' ground. Anyway, I'll pull the back wheels off. Well, see if I can get the back wheels off it, because I want to try and fit those brake bands over top of those drums and try and piece together this braking system and put the pins in it and just see if it's actually going to work. That's the main thing it's one of the things I want to get, try and get ahead of today, and then I'll probably pull it back off so we can find those little Woodruff keys, half moons, whatever you want to call them. So yeah, I'll set the phone up and I'll set the camera up and I'll start, see if I can get a wheel off. I'm hoping they'll come off easy enough, but I don't really know. I've never had one off on these old girls, because you can take those bolts off and slide the rim off, but I'm hoping it'll come off the actual axle easy enough. Who knows? We'll find out. With a bit of gentle persuasion. But the brake drum comes with it. It'd be fun to change, wouldn't it? You know? I think. This piece. On there. And there. Okay. Right. I need these and these, so I'll give these a clean up. Cleaned another one of those little bands things somewhere, not knowing what it was. Righty, so I've just been cleaning up these, these little adjuster bolt things, because they're just about frozen up. I managed to get them free, without too much hard work. And I just gave them a quick sandblast in there, inside, just to help clean out any crap that was in there. So I'm just screwing these back together, just make sure they are nice and free, so there's no issues later on. Possibly when I put these together, you know, in the final assembly, we'll put a little bit of copper coat or anti-seize or something like that in them amongst all this stuff, so you know they don't freeze up over time. But don't you hate that when you think you're recording and you're not? Anyway, I've freed up these. I just sprayed this one for CRC. I just finished doing the other one, as you've seen on the other bit. And I was talking about stuff and then the screen went blank. I was like, oops, I'm not recording. Typical. Anyway, I was just saying, again, God. CRC or WD-40 or any of those guys, some sponsorship would be nice. So I need some more. But anyway, so we got these freed up. And I was also saying that I picked these up years and years ago, these super tall ratchet spinners, like they were back when they the ratchet spinners first came out. They're pretty average. I think I broke 3 or 4 of them. They were in a set. I think I bought a, did I buy just a Imperial set for when I was working on old Valiants and stuff? I can't remember. I might have bought a metric set. But yeah, I've just about broken every one. I think I got this one. I only got a couple 3 left, I think. But yeah, God, like I think I just snapped one through there and just undoing stuff. Like they weren't the best. But I was just saying that I think it's a Bancho, not exactly, I'll post a thingy up the corner, Tools. They make a nice 3-piece set that are like, it's like 4 spanners in one. They're almost like sockets. They like sit up a little bit off each side, and it's got like a, I don't know, say like a 9/16 and a 5/8 on one side, and then it would have like 1/2 inch and 7/16. like each end, and then they go smaller and bigger. Set of those would be handy, and metric and imperial guys. We could do with some sponsorship. Then I was some guys buy some t-shirts, so I can buy some stuff. I'm actually going to order myself some stuff shortly. I've just been trying to get a bit of freaking money in my pocket so I can actually buy some stuff, because I'm not they haven't got to the monetisation yet. But yeah, I've just been trying to build up some cash so I can actually buy a couple of 3 or 4 things off Teespring so I can actually show you what they look like. Yeah, but it's been a bit of a hard battle recently, but it's starting to come right. I think another couple of 3 weeks. Now my partner's working and all that sort of stuff. You should build the kitty up a little bit and get ahead in the world, and then hopefully maybe this America stuff will start happening and I'll break 1,000 subs, and we might actually be able to really get on the bandwagon and make the financials a bit better, because I'd really like to help out some of these other smaller channels as well, you know, like with some of the live streams, maybe give them a small donation every now and again, like that, you know, some of that sort of stuff. That's what I can't afford to at the moment, you know. I'd like to buy some t-shirts from, you know, some of these other guys like DD Speed Shop, and just anybody, you know, that's got a Teespring board, you know, buy them a t-shirt or buy a cup or something off these guys, you know, some stickers or whatever, and just to help them along, you know. Like, we all need it. You know, it makes a big difference, especially when you get up a few subs. You know, if you get the odd person buying a t-shirt, it's amazing how that money builds up, and then you can use that money to put towards content, and eventually, hopefully, you know, it's enough when you're up in the hundreds of thousands, or if we ever get there to millions of subscribers, then you can actually use it for a proper living, and really make some really cool content. Likes of the one that really comes to mind is oh god, brain's gone blank. Cletus McFarlane. I watch his channel a little bit, not a lot, a little bit, but man, wouldn't that be sick to have like over 2 million subscribers and actually better buy yourself a racetrack and a fucking great semi to put cars in, like with a freaking house actually in the sleeper cab type sort of part of the truck. Like, that would just be sick. Let alone to have better actually build a car through YouTube and make content on it, and which is what I plan to do. You know, what me and Arco plan to do is use the money that you guys give us by watching and buying merch and stuff to build some sick cars, probably sell the odd 1 or 2, build some stuff for ourselves, and make really awesome content for you guys. That's the plan, you know, over time, but we've got to get there first, you know. But anyway, I'll stop crapping on, and I'll see if I can get these brakes together since I've cleaned all these bits up, and see how we get on. So I cleaned some of these little springs up after I had to empty the sandblaster to find one of them after I dropped it. That's actually one thing be quite handy in one of those sandblasters would be, even though it's got the big checker mesh in there, which is okay to stick big stuff on, a little fine grill underneath that, in case you drop little stuff like this, it drops down like on some fine mesh where the sand the grit can still fall through, would be handy. But anyway, so you have to dump it if you can't find it on top. But put it down here somewhere. I'll start you again so it makes it easy for me to video. Right. Lock the exposure. See how we get on here. I'm not sure if this is the right one now, to be honest. No, I don't reckon it is. I couldn't imagine it being beside the wheel, so I'm going to have to grab the other band. This is definitely going to be at the top, and it's definitely going to be at the back. I can't turn it around, so it's the other side. I'll go grab the other one. This side. must be coming out. Roof's creaking. Right, that's better. Sorry. It's up here in the meantime. Spraying. Freaking push the heck out of that too to get that down underneath there. I wonder, I might have to do a little bit of Google, see if I can just see if they can come up with a picture or something. Alright, I'll draw this again. So I'll free these up. There you are. You're right. So imagine this goes something like that. I thought maybe one of the nuts might have went on top, but it's a jam nut. So you can adjust whatever the spring tension is, will help adjust it, and obviously set the this for the bottom band. So now that I've got that on there and basically set up, I'll slip the wheel back on and just see how that works, and climb underneath and just pull it on, I suppose, and spin the wheel and just have a wee play. So I'll do that. I'll set you back up over here. And then I guess I'll try and get the other side sorted. I'm not far away. I wasn't a million miles away, was I? Fortunately. Big gnat. I won't go out real tight, but I'll just snug it up. Definitely an interesting concept for brakes. You see it like that, like you imagine the crap and shit that got on in between these driving down the road, and probably a lot of the roads were probably unsealed, gravel or whatever, dirt. Imagine the shit that got in amongst these. the havoc they played. Anyway, that's that sorted. We'll carry on. And look, this wee gem that the owner just come over, he found it. He thought he had one and he's been looking for it. But man, this is going to come in invaluable. It's only an owner's manual, but this has all the bits and pieces. So these are the back brakes. So I need to find, there's a proper little adjuster nut for that top bit. It's the handbrake setup, emergency brake, how that all goes together. Steering, all these little bits and pieces that are just, you know, you don't really, until you start putting it together and figuring it out, you don't know. Starter stuff, generator, set distributor and points and whatever, and all that sort of stuff. Clutch assembly, a few just basic wiring diagrams, obviously other bits and pieces there. Just basic stuff that, man, just so invaluable when you're trying to put a car back together and you have no clue. So here's the motor. Arco was just asking me about that. That's what the motor's looking to look like, with the old flathead 6. Just invaluable information. Like, and there's a lot of reading in there. There's not many other pictures in it, just those back bits, but those back bits are just, especially for the mechanical side of it, it's hugely valuable. So yeah, that's awesome. Alrighty, we'll get back and playing with a little bit, and then yeah, I'll see if we can get this other wheel off and this other back brake on, and then I'll tighten up the all the little nuts, even though I haven't got any woodruff keys, and then we better see if we can make this work and probably put a pedal in there. And I don't know, see if I can find a box or a bucket to sit on and just see how that all feels, I suppose. Even though it won't have any keys in it, I can still, it'll give me a basic idea if that everything feels like it's working properly. Alright, so I'm just going to try and line up on these bits where they're actually roughly where the keys should be, just in the ballpark. If I can. Anyway, that's that. So just going to get this other wheel off now and get the band on that side. So we'll come back. Come back, come back. Right, so I think this is one of the adjusters that goes in here. It's meant to be like, I think. A bit like the one that's meant to be on here, but it's, from what I can tell on the photo, so that thing that's on the other side is, I'm guessing wrong. So I might just give this a quick sandblast up. I'll just have a quick look at the book. So yeah, that's the other thing on the other side's wrong. If you can see that, hopefully. It's just got like a stud put in it. It would probably work, I guess, but it's obviously not the right thing. I'll probably look at the book, but I think this is just meant to sort of go in there, and this is meant to, well, that would make it a lot more simple to get on and off. Pretty sure it just goes like that. Don't quote me on that, I'll have another wee look at the book. Actually, come and have a look at the book with me. And then I'll clean that little bolt up. I haven't seen any more of these, but I've seen that one. So, let's have a look. Yeah, so this is that bit there, the top adjuster screw. So it's kind of right, but it's not right. Be nice to find another one. I'll have a wee dig in amongst all the bits at some other point. I'm not panicked about it today, because this is just basically fit it together and see if everything sort of works. So yeah, obviously that nut comes down on top of it and it screws down onto that clamp, and you can obviously adjust the band down onto the top of the drum to obviously make sure it's got even pressure, but it's got enough slippage so that when you pull the lever it pulls the brakes on. So handy piece of information. And this is just top one. Is excellent, because I was wondering how all that worked the other day with that back of that gearbox too, with that brake drum, emergency handbrake brake drum thingy. So that gives me a good idea on that too. So yeah, invaluable piece of information. So I'm actually going to photocopy this book and yeah, give this back to the guy just so it doesn't get any worse, because yeah, like it's like almost 100 years old and it's getting pretty fragile and it's pretty beaten up, so it'd be nice to try and preserve it the best we can. But yeah, I'll scan it tonight and photocopy it or whatever and see if I've got enough paper and make a book up, so at least I've got something here to go by, and it's got a whole heap of instructions on the front of it, so it's pretty cool. Anyway, we'll get back to you. Let's get this thing together. Run out of had a day. Don't turn on me, Axel. Stay. Excellent. Nut. A big nut. Alrighty then. As I say, like a glove. Alright, I'll hook the rod up. I'll undo the nut on the pedal, so I can slide it through the firewall. Nothing is adjusted, so it's probably not going to work very well, but I'll just have a quick replay and just see if it is actually sort of kind of working. It sort of feels alright. I'm not worried about adjustment or anything, I just want to make sure that it's sort of meant to do what it's going to do, if you know what I mean. And I'll set the camera up underneath, basically. So I'll do these couple of things and come back to you. Right, I'm not 100% sure what you can see, but in theory, if we had some tension on on the brakes and a spring. Could have that hole. Brakes. That's cool. Work that one out. Go on. Yeah, awesome. Anyway, I might quickly pull one part out. I'll try to, and so I can maybe grab some bits, some woodruff keys or something when I finish here. So that's the brakes sorted, kinda. No piece working, if you know what I mean. It's not finalised, but it's working. Right, how you going, guys? So, just this morning I picked up some woodruff keys, but not 100% right, but I think with a little tap in and maybe just a wee shave off the top. Focus. With a wee shave off the top, that should be perfect. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Editing the video, and I just realised I hadn't sort of finished it off, so this morning I picked up some woodruff keys and found something that was really, really close, and picked up a couple other bits and pieces. So we'll call it for this video. So on part 16 of this restoration, I'll be making those fit and bits and pieces, and I'm actually hoping today or maybe Monday or Tuesday or something like that, I'll have a stump to put that, or a post to put that anvil on, so I'll piss around doing that too at some point. So we'll catch you later on, and we'll see you on the next one. Cheers.
Be very, very quiet. I'm hunting rabbits. Ha ha ha.